My name is Makeba Williams. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. And I know I haven't been on here in a while. I have a video coming out about that, about how entrepreneurship can just really shift you, you know what I mean? So yeah, but this video is not about that. I want to discuss briefly about Mea Culpa. Written, produced, and directed by the great Tyler Perry. And the title is Tyler Perry, I Stand With You, in terms of your movie. To me, I give the movie a 10. Let me explain to y'all. Calm down. Calm down. Please do not cancel me. Don't repurpose this for all the wrong reasons, okay? Don't. And one thing about me now, I don't do a lot of back and forth. That's not my character. You know, it's kind of beneath me. We don't do that. You know, I wasn't raised that way. Why I stand with the great Tyler Perry with Mea Culpa. There are many reasons, but I'm not going to hold you up. First, it's a couple of things I want to cover, but the first thing I want to cover is I recommend to see this movie. I would never tell a person to not see a movie. And let me explain why. And let's remove Tyler Perry for a minute, okay? Let's remove him from Mea Culpa. If you remove Tyler Perry, right? Because Tyler Perry could not have made this movie by himself. Of course, he is the writer, the producer, and director. But the movie comes with a staff, or in entertainment world, it's entitled crew members. So, you know, you have The Line. I'm just naming some of these because I saw some of the reviews. I am a YouTuber, and this is not my first YouTube channel. I started social work well, teach social workers how to leverage and monetize their gifts and talents. So started a YouTube channel some time ago. And then I also have a YouTube channel called Luxurious Wealth Online. And it's about premium brands and businesses and things of that nature. But so I'm on YouTube, so obviously I see things. Now that doesn't mean I'm going to, you know, respond to a lot of things. No, but I may read it, ignore it, or I may say that's interesting, you know, or you know, whatever it is. But you typically wouldn't see me around toxic or negativity. But I am a social worker first. So I'm always, and I am a sociologist. I'm always intrigued why people do what they do, why they think the way they do. So, but anyway, back to the crew. You have The Line. You have, okay, so The Line. You have the director, of course, that's Mr. Perry. You have the producer. You have the executive producer. If I'm not mistaken, I want to say Kelly Rowland. Beautiful, gorgeous, so talented. I want to say she also produced this, okay? You have the principal cast, you have the casting director, then you have the below the line crew, and that's the AD department, if I'm not mistaken. So while I'm reading this, you know, you have to understand, I don't come from the entertainment world. If I was actually in my field, I probably would be working for the CIA or the FBI or something like that. Seriously, or the United Nations, the White House, the direction I was headed. But I'm living in this creative world and I'm loving it. So anyway, so I just want to let you all know. Now I'm not going to go into details what the positions do. I'm just letting you know the crew, the staff, the crew staff, the crew members. Okay, so you have the first AD, the second AD, the second AD. Maybe need to come up with another name for that. The second AD. Okay, you have the set PA, then you have the art department, the production designer, the art director, set dresser, prop master, art PA, others. Then you have the camera department. You have the director of photography. You have the camera operator, the first AC, second AC, DIT. I don't know what that is. You have the electric department, the gaffer, the best boy electric. That's interesting. The ELT, the generator operator, grip department. Interesting. All these people, right? You have the key grip, the best boy. I guess I guess what they're trying to say, he's the best. I don't know. I don't want to say that. Grip, the dolly grip. Then you have the hair and makeup. That's the fun stuff for the women. The key makeup artist, the key hairstylist, the makeup and or hair assistant, special effects makeup artist, probably like more like costume, wardrobe department. You know, they do the special effects with your face or whatever. Then you have the costume designer, the wardrobe supervisor, the set. You have the costume coordinator, tailor, shopper. You have the sound department, the production sound mixer, boom operator. You have the sound assistant, the cable person, the craft, service, and cater department. Then you have the stunts department. Oh, it just goes on. Stunt coordinator, stunt performer, set medic. Then you have the VFX department, VXF. Supervisor, production department, line producer, UPM, production coordinator, set accountant, office PA, wrapping it up in it. But guess what? It doesn't stop there. Okay, so if Tyler Perry goes out of town, even here locally in the Atlanta metro area, and if he's on set, he's not on the property of his studios, okay, now you're looking at the building. Because I know at my headquarters, they did Bad Boys 2, I believe, here. It wasn't 1, it was 2. Will Smith, of course, and Martin Lawrence. And I have pictures and everything, you know what I mean? I can, where my headquarters is positioned, you can see Will Smith getting in and out of the van. You can see Martin Lawrence right over here in the corner. It was so intriguing to me. It was very interesting. That was my first time experiencing a set that close. You know what I mean? So just saying, they had to work out at my headquarters, this building, they had to work out things with the property management and all that kind of stuff. So the point of all of this, and we're not going to talk about the people who cook locally and bring the pies, the fruit. Are you serious? So basically what we're advocating now is the people who participate, who Tyler Perry hires, what you all are advocating, not all, but some of you all are actually advocating to not watch this movie. So you're saying, you're telling these crew members you don't want them to get paid or experience such a phenomenal, you know, or go through this experience of making their masterpiece. Because from their scope, it was their baby. Every project should be considered a baby. You know, the outcome is going to be different, of course. You know, it is what it is. But basically what we're advocating now is not to see a movie. So the people who are actually working for him and with him, you know, they have bills, they have wives, husband, children, probably in college, grandmothers, mothers probably hospitalized, you know, necessities, just living. Are you saying you don't want those people to get paid, and you don't want those people to build their resume? Is that how far we've come? Is that the advocacy? I don't want any part of it. I don't want to be part of a movement where I have to tell a mass of people don't do it when I know they have a choice. That's the thing, you know. And I know this goes deeper. I'm not in the entertainment world. I get it. I get it. But why are we at a point in our lives where we don't have anything optimistic to say, and we have to resort to don't see a movie? See the movie. You know what I mean? See it. You'll learn something. Because for me, I'm not going to do any, they call it spoiler alerts. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to go from one scene to the next at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm not doing that. What I will discuss, there's a couple of things I want to discuss, but back to the crew. You all did an amazing job. Because I'm pretty sure a lot of you all have gotten a lot of no's. A lot of you all have moved to the city, or either, if it's not Atlanta, you may have gone to Chicago, LA, Miami, New York. You may have gone to school. You may have taken up a trade. Some of y'all, that was your first time ever experiencing a movie. I would never tell my audience, doesn't matter if I have 5 people, 150 some people, 1.5, it doesn't matter. I will never tell them not to see a movie because I know it's bigger than Tyler Perry. You get what I'm saying? I understand he is the foundation of it, but he cannot do it without a group, okay? So let's consider those people, because one of those people could have been you. And it's like, just think about it. Think about the ones, how many no's they've got. They've gotten a lot of no's. You know, the entertainment industry is not big. It's big with people entering. But the job, you know, opportunity, you know, you have to be creative from my understanding. You know what I mean? So it's not like going to school to become a teacher where you're guaranteed a job. It's like right there. You know what I mean? As soon as you walk across the stage, their recruiter's waiting on you. And you may have a list where you could choose, or a social worker. You know what I mean? I attended Spelman College, and I was blessed to receive my Bachelor's of Arts degree in sociology with a focus on human behavior. I attended and graduated from Clark Atlanta University, Winnie M. Young Jr. School of Social Work, and I have an MSW, Master Social Work degree, and my specialization is health and mental health. I've attended Emory University for public health, and Johns Hopkins University for nonprofit management and business. And you best to believe I was offered job opportunities right off the back. I didn't get a lot of no's. I got a lot of please, please, Miss Williams, you get what I'm saying? It was never a no. It's just, I just had a higher calling on my life. You know what I mean? So I knew I was aligned, and I was like, I'm going to become a philanthropist. Now, I'm not the philanthropist that I know I want to. My dream is to donate millions, or at least $1 million a year. I haven't gotten there, you know what I mean? Like right now, my business is not popping like it was for a minute. But I'm okay, you know, I'm gonna survive. I just feel like getting into the entertainment industry, you have to have a lot of confidence, a lot of faith, and stay grounded. And I just cannot see me telling people don't see a movie where I know it's a choice. You know what I mean? So I kind of just wanted to go over that first. I do recommend for you to see it. Even when I review books, although I get my books from Goodwill a lot of times. Now I do go to Barnes & Nobles, and I do purchase on Amazon. But you will never hear me say don't purchase someone's book. You know what I mean? I'm bigger than that. And I know a lot of effort, love, creativity, patience, confidence, endurance. Oh, honey, a lot goes into projects. So I just know it's not like Tyler Perry wrote it, put the money up, directed, and then when they got the camera, and then became Kelly, and then became Trevante, and then went and took a break and got a snack and was the lady who offered you some food, and then came back and then did his makeup. Oh, come on. It's a lot of people involved. So let's consider those people. When we do reviews, it would be so nice to just first say thank you to the crew members, because I'm telling you, without them. And I'm gonna tell you all, when where my headquarters is house position, it's nothing but glass, right? Love it. But if you go out on my balcony, I promise you, for that one scene, it probably was like 20 people outside. 20 people. And I'm like, for one scene, it was like a lot of people outside. And we are not talking about people who were just looking just to get a glimpse of Will Smith or Martin Lawrence. We're talking about workers. You could tell because how they were dressed. They either had a device in their hand, or honey, they were working. So I just could not tell a person, don't see a movie. Please find in your heart, you know what I mean, have an open mind. This is not going to be your traditional from the beginning, the Medea, you know what I mean? And I don't think we should hold Tyler Perry's pen hostage. I don't think we should get to a point where we're like, you better or you should have a writer's room. When did we I mean, okay, first let me address this a little bit, okay? And I'm gonna get off this. He has a studio. Now, I don't know how the studio is operating. I'm in the area. Matter of fact, up until the beginning of this year, I had how many accounts over there by that studio, and I never went by the studio. I had no reason. Why would I go by the studio? I had how many? Now I can talk. I had some banks. I had 1, 2, 3, about 5 banks within that area. Yes. And I never drove by. I just never went out of my way to go see it. He does not give tours, so I had no interest to do that. And we're talking about for years. Even when he was over there near the Greenbrier area, I had accounts over there. I just never had interest to just go see it because I'm not an actress, you know what I mean? Maybe if I was looking for a job or something, I don't know. But I just never had an interest to go over there. You get what I mean? I never had any interest. To get my other charger for my camera. I forgot where I left off at. But to me discussing about some of the things in the movie that was significant for me. I just wanted to say, let's show gratitude to the crew members. I don't even know where I stopped off at. But anyway, the second thing I want to cover is I want to give Kelly Rowland her flowers. I want to give Kelly Rowland her flowers. I think she did say this was her first time producing a movie, and by this being her first time, I think we need to give a little bit more. We need to have a little bit more consideration. They did a phenomenal job to me. Little things like, let me give you an example. Attire was on point, very, very refined, sophisticated. It spoke to the character. The attire, the wardrobe, beautiful. The set scene to me also spoke to the character. Now the loft, I can see me owning a loft. I didn't know they were nice like that. You know, of course my loft would be more feminine. Now when it comes to Trevante Rhodes' character, everything about him was, I just loved it. It was the man that the fantasy a woman desire. Okay, this is not a. I don't want to go into the narrative of African American. He was the avatar a woman would want. Okay, he is the avatar. He had the motorcycle. I heard some people complain about the motorcycle. I grew up around bikes. My brother had every type of bike you think of, and he still rides on the regular, I guess when he can. He had a moped, a speed bike, a dirt bike. Oh, he had every bike you could think of. My mother, for some reason, believed in that. Okay, I stopped riding with him until he flipped back one time. He did like this little drop me in the back type of thing. I'm good, you know what I mean? Because my brother he is a Trevante Rhodes. I probably should have said that. But he has a lot of the characteristics, okay? So he's very, you know, risky, live in the moment, you know what I mean? My brother, yeah, he does all of that, okay? But the set was on point. Everything, Mia's office, impeccable. Everything was on point, you know what I mean? I don't know, you know, and that goes back to me not being in the entertainment industry. And so you would think somebody like me, who's not in the entertainment industry, would have a little bit more to say. And I'm telling you right now, the visuals was just on point. You know what I'm saying? And so back to Kelly, we should give her her roses. This is her time. You know what I mean? And it's just not about Tyler Perry. Let's give Kelly Rowland. And let's remove the singing. You know what I mean? Let's remove the past with the Christmas movies, the beautiful Christmas movies. And let's focus on this role that she played. And she brought it to life. And this is the thing that I want to talk about. That I really want to talk about. Is that we as a race, as a culture, community, want to say this particular avatar is oversaturated in movies, okay? I don't agree, because in reality, it's happening, and nobody can. Now, one thing about me, I was gonna go to law school, so I'm a good debater on a good day. Don't come for me. So it's like, the point that I'm trying to say is that this story hasn't really changed. I want y'all to ponder on that. Has this narrative of the black strong woman who's vulnerable, you know, who's feeling wanted, who's hurt, her voice is not being heard, who's paying all the bills, and all she wants to do is be loved and acknowledged and identified. No one is, it does still exist. So when they say Tyler Perry continues to write this narrative, he should, okay, because it's still happening. You know, and that's why I was going to the writer's room. Okay, I think I was talking about the writer's room when I was talking about the writer's room earlier. I really don't think we should hold his pen hostage. He has the right. I mean, he does hire people at the studio, and that goes back to what I was saying. I was like, you can't, I just don't think it's ethical, legal to tell a person you need something, right? When clearly he's doing more than just he has more than the writer's room. I'm pretty sure he has, first you're greeted by like a concierge or security or an assistant. Then you have the landscape, you have the people the janitors, you have the plumbing people, the engineers. I mean, come on, he created jobs. Why would you want to take something away from someone and that's their joy? I don't get that. You know what I mean? When he is ready. Because if it was me, I would tell him, keep writing. If that's what you want to do, that's your time, your money, your energy, your creativity. That's what you want to do. And people have a choice to support it. You know what I mean? I don't think we should take away a person's pen. No. That's just like telling a child they like to draw. Okay, so you're drawing out of the line, give me your pen back. Give me your crayons back. You continue to let them do what they want to do. That may be their hobby. Have y'all thought this might be Tyler Perry's hobby by now? He might just not have said it. Have y'all thought he might just say, I just want to write therapy reasons. I just want to have something to say. I just want to continue to create. Have y'all he may have y'all thought at this point in his life, he's like in his early 50s, if I'm not mistaken, that he may feel I can do what I want to do. I would tell him to take away the pen. Keep writing. It may keep him grounded. It may keep him focused. If anything, if you have a story to tell, the option is you can begin to write. Have you thought about that? You can begin to write. Writing is free. Reading is free also. It does not cost a thing. Just your time. Just be mindful what you're writing and what you're reading. But that's what I wanted to, I think I was going back to that. So it's like even with your job, you know what I mean? And that's what I was talking about in the entertainment industry. When I graduated, I had like jobs waiting on me. Entertainment industry may be a little different. So eventually, you know, you will get your yes, you will. For the ones out there who praying, who have got a lot of no's, don't give up. In the meantime, do other things that are creative that's related to that. You'll find your way. You won't know what you have to do in the industry. So I will never tell a person no. Now, if it's something that's just just toxic and it's just, and it's just nothing good, I just wouldn't even, you wouldn't even hear me say anything about it. You know what I mean? Okay, so back to the beautiful Kelly. Let's remove the singing, her past, and let's talk about where she is now. This was her first, if I'm wrong, Kelly, I so apologize. This is her first time producing, not her first time acting. And to me, I don't think the role was necessarily about her going to the courtroom per se, or I don't think the role was about her career. It was more about a woman who's experiencing, how could I say this? Who's in a moment in her life of not feeling desired and not being heard and seen. And no one can tell me that does not exist. It exists. It's all on Instagram, YouTube, social media. Okay, it's like everywhere. You can't say it does not exist. Now, if you want to be one of those advocates to shift the narrative, shift the paradigm, go for it. Write something optimistic for us, right? Do it, you know what I mean? But I don't think Kelly's character was a dark character. I don't think she was, you know, I feel Kelly was feeling like she wanted to be loved, and she was on the fence, like, do I really want to go back to that, you know what I mean, or do I want to move forward? And Zaire happened to be in that moment with her. So it's like paying the bills. Women of color, we are experiencing that on different levels, okay? We don't have to go deep into this conversation to figure it out. Number two, being cheated on. We know how that goes. I mean, everybody's been cheated on somewhere, somehow. I have been cheated on. We all have experienced falling in love and then getting hurt in the process. We've all have experienced that. The point that I'm trying to say is she was a woman who was in that moment in her marriage, before Zaire showed up. She was in the moment of, let's see, can we heal this, right? But she was at a breaking point, and you can see it throughout the moments in the movie as it progressed. You could see her looking at her husband like, okay. She always looked at him. Like, he would walk away and she would look at him. Oh, I know what that is. Trust me, I definitely know what that is. It's like, that was her way. And a lot of people want to put it on and they want to say because she thought he cheated. No, it's called she was tired. It was bigger than she thought he cheated. That was just the breaking point. But I'm pretty sure the right moment and right time, no woman of color cannot tell me this. You don't know what you may do. You know what I mean? Especially when you're dealing with family dynamics. You want to sustain on your job, your career, because that's more of a career. You know, we're talking about an attorney, okay? Then you have just being responsible for someone who does not love you. You know what I mean? Like her mother-in-law clearly, and I don't want to give too much, because this is not what I do. She was not accepted, but Mea loved her husband at that. She was loving her husband enough to say, I'm going to forgive your mother and we're going to move forward. Zaire gave her something that she needed and she wanted. And it wasn't that she was looking, let me go out here and just find me a Zaire. The timing was perfect. Now he had his thing going on. I don't want to talk about Zaire. There's many reasons why I don't want to talk about Zaire. Okay, I just want to talk about this woman because I connected with that, and it's like, no woman, you don't know what you're capable of doing when you know you're praying, you know you're dedicating your time, you're being trustworthy, you're being honest, you're being supportive, and the family is disrespecting you. Your husband is a your husband know he can lie, and then you paying bills and you like, And then the sex is not all of that. Oh, I shouldn't have said it like that. And the intimacy is not where it should be. It's not. You don't know what you're capable of doing, and we need to get out of that judgment and go deeper into why people do what they do, instead of saying and throwing rocks and saying, "You wrong. You should be ashamed of yourself. You're a bad woman." No. Why did she really do what she did? And it's bigger because it's bigger than him having a narcotic problem. It's bigger than the mother saying clearly, "Yeah, I'm ready for you to dismiss yourself." You know what I mean? So there are women right now at this moment experiencing that, and other women cannot say we're tired of that narrative. Some of these women are getting healed behind these storytellings. Let's not stop that, because if it's not Tyler Perry, somebody else needs to do it. And I feel he's good at identifying and profiling and really investigating and really becoming and taking it, deconstructing the narrative, the story, the avatar of the woman, and reconstructing her, because honestly she really did have it going on. She just was vulnerable. You know what I mean? She just was missing that moment, that successful man, that man with, I guess, as she said, money, that creative love making. And speaking of that, we as women of color, the thing about it, we as women need to stop being so judgmental. We are so judgmental when it comes to either sex or whatever. We need to stop saying, if you married, get creative with your husband. Please do. If you are engaged and you all are happy, get creative. Paint, y'all. Paint, honey. Put the paint on you. Put the chocolate on you. Put the strawberries on you. Don't get to a point where you're like, oh, that's disgusting. You with your man, okay? Hopefully y'all can figure it out. You know where paint needs to go and don't go. Let's have creative minds where it's fun, and we don't have to take away the moment, the sensual moment, the sexy moment. Why we gotta be so judgmental where we can't see the moment? It's the moment. We haven't had that in a long time. I personally stand with Tyler Perry on that moment in that movie, okay? I feel like as a woman of color, if I'm in that moment, he put some paint on my back, honey, I'm gonna move to the put on the other shoulder, okay? I'm trying to figure out what's the big issue. What is the big issue about the paint where it has to be? That is, and I'm not going to feed it any energy, but it had to be negative. No, I absolutely adored. It was so sensual. It was done with divine intention. It was beautiful. Now, it could have been even, just imagine she was married. I get it, you know what I mean, from a spiritual perspective, it would even been better. But the fact that it was that moment, it was a good moment, okay? It was done with so much class and so much taste. We've gotten so far gone with, and if y'all consider that bad, I wonder what you consider other things that go on a daily basis. Are y'all really living? Because I'm trying to figure out. We're talking about two people, and I'm not gonna give the energy what happened before that, because it wasn't about that. Y'all missed it. See, this is deep, I'm trying to tell you. This was that moment where she wanted to feel loved, wanted, seen, heard. She wanted to feel beautiful, sexy. That's what it was about. It had nothing to do with anybody else. It was just her and Zaire, and he took her on the bike ride to give her that moment to decide or to feel the intensity of it. Have y'all ever been on a motorcycle? Y'all probably ain't been on a motorcycle, but all of that is connected. So that's how I feel. I so thought the paint scene was beautiful. It was done with a lot of taste, a lot of class, and nobody cannot tell me you don't know what you may do in a moment where you feel it's like, I just finally want to be seen and heard. You don't know. I'm a social worker, so I know how this goes. It's like you just don't know, you know, especially if you hadn't been seen or heard in the past, and you trying so hard and finally this man sees you for you. Of course, let him put all the paint on you, girl. And then the next day, y'all, and then the next day, he actually bathed her. Nobody talked about the bathing part. I thought that was very romantic. And I know this was just a fantasy. It was just a moment for them. You know what I mean? And that's what she needed. She needed it. Give it to her. Sign up again if she have to go back through it. Okay, the next thing I want to talk about is the car. Oh, I so love the color of the Mercedes. I am not, look, I have been on the fence about getting a Tesla, but everybody's starting to scare me about a Tesla. You know, Makeba, you get your Tesla, they gonna take over your Tesla because it has a computer chip in it. I'm like, what do you mean? They can just take your Tesla and then you be driving somewhere and you can't stop it. I'm like, oh my goodness, please. You know, I keep hearing this. I'm like, okay, Elon Musk, somebody needs to start talking up about this, because I was on the list during COVID to get my Tesla, and then I stopped the process because of my contract and stuff. I ain't even have time to go get no Tesla. I was getting up at 4 or 5 o'clock, and I wouldn't get home to 2. That's how serious my COVID contract was. I had a serious COVID contract. But that Mercedes was, I so love the Mercedes. And I'll be willing, if I can go find that Mercedes. I said, I need a Mercedes. I love the color of and the design. Just, they did that. They made me want to reconsider getting a car. But I don't know. It would have to look like that Mercedes. I want to say that stood out to me. And of course, with the moment and when she was when he was cleaning her, when they were in a tub, I just thought that was such a profound moment. A lot of people probably missed that moment, because basically they were admitting to, we're both given something that we needed in this moment. Now at the end, I'll let y'all figure that out. I don't want to talk about that because that goes back to me actually reviewing the movie. And hopefully this is not a review, because I didn't want to review the movie. I just wanted to give my thoughts on it. Okay, that's about it. I totally enjoyed it. Totally would see it again, and I guess I will, because I'm a subscriber. So I will be seeing the movie again. I just watched it by myself, had a good time. I didn't have like no girls' day, no date or anything like that. I just watched it, enjoyed it, and then I was gonna watch it again, but I had to do something, some work or something. So I'll probably catch it again sometime at the end of this week or over the weekend, because my schedule has finally changed and you all are getting more of me. Yes. I'm gonna be all in the Atlanta streets, you know, doing productive things, of course. Y'all know. I'm the good girl, okay? Yes, I'm the good girl. But I plan on getting out and enjoying Atlanta, and then eventually taking it to other places. I have been on this journey to vlogging for a minute, and but my schedule just recently changed for the better, of course. So you all will definitely be getting more of me. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I'm so ready to do some fun stuff and open up my world, you know what I mean? I'm about to, I'm thinking about redecorating. I don't know, I'm just going through something, like being connected to stuff. I was thinking about turning my place into like an ivory or beige or something. I don't know, I'm just going through something. I want to go get some different furniture. I'm serious. So I may start that in July, because I'm officially launching in July. I changed it. It was originally in April, but I'm officially launching in July, and I got some phenomenal content coming up. I'm gonna get back to vlogging, but I will be officially vlogging every day, definitely by July. But you all will start getting more videos again. I miss doing this, and no, you will not just see me sitting down. Like, I really want to get out. I really want to vlog, and I'm looking to hire 2 people to help me out. I have not done that because a lot of changes happen in December going into January with my business. So God is really working it out where I can finally live, honey, and not just exist with the robotic schedule. I can actually get up in the morning at 5, like I have been praying so badly to do, and take cycling, Pilates, get off into meditation, breath work, more plant-based. There's so much I want to do. Esquestarian, I haven't forgotten about that. There's so much I want to do. That's so fun. It's just so therapeutic. But anyway, that's all I really want to say about Mea Culpa. It's a 10 to me. Congratulations to the staff. You all did a crew member. I'm so used to saying staff. Crew members, everybody, Tyler Perry, continue to write. Block the noise. and just write. Do you know what I mean? If you decide to do a writer's room, that's on you. If you don't, many blessings regardless, you know what I'm saying? That's your choice. Because I feel if you don't want to have a writer's room, you can sit up at your beautiful home or wherever you are and write and just express yourself, you know what I mean? And don't take it where you don't feel guilty, don't have any regrets about it. But I'm pretty sure with your personality and character, you could probably care less about that, about what people say. You're very strong, you have a lot of confidence. Anyway, I enjoyed the movie, would see it again, and I highly recommend for you to see it too. See it with your man, and when that moment come up, enjoy yourself. Don't hold back. Ladies, if you in a relationship, you know, I wish I was. I haven't been in, no man is claiming me. You know what I mean? I don't have no intimacy, none of that. I'm telling you right now though, if I was in a good, healthy relationship and I would have said, let's go get some edible paint. They have edible paint. Let's go get some edible paint and try this. Yes, I would have. You wouldn't see me say, ooh. I would be like, honey, let me get on, hold on. Let's stop the movie. Let me get on Amazon and see if I can find some edible paint for us, because we about to do this. So I highly recommend see it with your significant other. Y'all have fun. Have fun. Again, my name is Makeba Williams, coming out of beautiful Atlanta. And please do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe, love, to have you part of my beautiful community.